Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 32 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel. It's a modern day UFC save, as it is the ESPN Plus show to kick off the month of October. It's Colby Covington versus Gilbert Burns, and boy, am I hoping Gilbert Burns beats the fuck out of Colby Covington. But we'll see how that main event plays out and whatnot before we get into the actual card. I do have a couple of pieces of mail. So for the first time, we have two fighters that fought each other test positive for PEDs. Now, what a conundrum this is. Because really, in my opinion, if this happens, I don't think it should be called a no contest. Because it's like, they cancel each other out. That's kind of my thing. Now, you can't, make that a thing. So, I think, yeah, it's already been put as a no contest. So, because a double drug test failure is crazy. That's just, because I was just thinking, I was just like, has that really, happened? And I think there's been, if it's something like someone gets popped for marijuana, someone gets popped for, PEDs, usually it's just still a no contest, but it's obviously one outweighs the other. But I don't think there's been a case, maybe there has been, and I'm just not remembering it, where two guys, both PEDs, both, obviously failed the drug test, and they just kept it as is. So Ben Rothwell got really lucky here, because, man, Tank beat the fuck out of him, it was a big upset, and, well, it's not the case now, so that's just unfortunate. Maybe I'll go into the editor and edit it, and make it, and take away the no contest, because I do think that should be the case for that fight, but I don't even think you can do that, so just kind of is what it is. I could be wrong, though. I'm going to keep this just to remind myself to, once they run through the show, to see if I can do that, because I really think that should be the case. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And then Jacare Souza has announced he will retire after his next fight, so we want a good fight for Jacare. Jacare, of course, beat Thiago Santos in a pretty devastating fashion at, as far as on his last performance, but he's already fought 3 times the year 2020, which is kind of crazy for somebody of that age, but he's been turning out a lot of fights as of late anyways. 3 in 2018, 2 in 2019, 2 in 2017, he's only had 1 year where he's had just one fight, and that was 2016. He's been on a tear, Thiago Santos was a top 5 light heavyweight. Well, now they got him set as a middleweight, but, which, I'm not sure why he's set as a middleweight for some reason, because, he should be. Now it's got me thinking something's fucked up, because, he was. He's 6, as far as, from that perspective. I would, it's weird, because John Jones, of course, we see how he does with Stipe, depending on how that plays out. Anthony Smith, he beat Jan Blachowicz. Maybe Jacare Anthony Smith? Maybe that's the fight. Maybe just Ryan Bader and Jacare Souza. That's also another fight we can do. I believe we have Ryan Bader taking on Luke Rockhold, coming up in November, so that definitely could happen. I think Jacare fighting for the belt in his last fight would be pretty exciting, but I just don't know if it's kind of feasible, to be honest. Him beating Thiago Santos is crazy. Maybe a rematch with Jan Blachowicz, too. He did lose to him by split decision, so maybe run it back. That's a possibility. Who knows? But obviously, I can see why he's ranked in the middleweight division, because he did fight a couple of middleweight guys, and he was mainly a middleweight fighter for the longest time, but obviously, we brought him up to light heavyweight. It's going to be an interesting last fight for him. Him and Glover would be a fun last fight, too, but, Glover, unfortunately, just has not, he's taken on Ed Herman to kind of get back on the right ship, but, we'll just, let's put a pin in it for Jacare. I also want him to fight in Brazil, too, because he's been fighting in America for the past couple of fights. I think this fight was was that, North Carolina? No, it was in Vegas. I was thinking it was in North Carolina, but that was, that was before International Fight Week. Then Barboza and Oliveira. That actually might have been in Brazil. Yes, it was. So that'd be nice for him to be back. But yeah, just that's enough about Shaq, alright? As we will delete that one now. So, for the ESPN Plus card, with our main event, Colby Covington versus Gilbert Burns, welterweight contest there. I'm super excited to see how Gilbert Burns can do against Colby, because I actually think that should be the fight that they do in real life coming up. You know, Gilbert is, I think a lot of people are kind of disrespecting Gilbert Burns right now, because I still think Gilbert had one of the better showings that I have seen against, as far as with him, and that fight he had was the Kazmat Chivaev. That was an incredible performance. And I think a lot of people kind of underestimated how well he did. I can't believe it's taking forever to load this, but I'm just going to keep talking about the Gilbert Burns fight with Khamzat Chimaev. He had a great performance. Came up short, but, had a great performance. Went through Neil Magny. The Masvidal fight sure wasn't exciting, but he beat him. And then when he took on Bilal on very, very short notice, he was all fucked up. And him losing in that fight, he still went the distance, and he had so many things fucked up. I forget all he had like a broken. He had like 3 or 4 injuries that fight. I remember that much. I think it's going to be a great fight, though. Or maybe not great fight. Just the way Kobe looked in his last fight against Leon Edwards. Jesus Christ, he's just looking washed as hell. There we go. Finally. As for Colby Covington, Gilbert Burns, main event. Of course, fighting at 170, welterweight contest. And then Ryan Spann and Volkan Ozdemir. As Ozdemir, though, the Swiss kickboxer, 17-5. Ryan Spann, 17-5 as well. I don't know why I clicked on that one first. So we'll click on Kobe and Gilbert Burns, 18-3, 16-2. Relatively same age here, 32-34. Kobe's the favorite. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on what type of Colby Covington shows up, because his last fight against Santiago, which that's still the craziest, split decision, 50-45, 49-47, or 47-48, that scorecard was all over the place, but from what I remember, yeah, Kobe landed a lot of shots, a lot of shots, a lot of those were standing, too. It's not like he was laying and praying. He was actually doing a good job with his striking, just basically would put him up against the cage and just pound away, which was unfortunate. But for him, as far as for Colby Covington, after losing to Kamaru Usman, looking to get a rematch with him, but I am hoping Gilbert Burns can answer the bell here and get a huge victory, as he's, on a pretty great little win streak. Hasn't lost since 2018. Gunnar Nelson, Damian Maia, Alexei Konechko, which Alexei Konechko is looking like a top 15 welterweight. So, I mean, those are some very good wins. And if you can beat Colby Covington, I know obviously Damian Maia, sure, he was 11th in the world, 8th here in the UFC. Obviously, he's up there in age. But I would love for him to get a win. Throwing bias out the, full bias with this one. I love Gilbert Burns. I think what he can do as far as with him and Usman. I know in real life, Kamaru Usman, I want to say, the knockout in the first round, if I remember correctly. TKO win. As far as I want to say, that's what happened. Yeah, it was. I was thinking it was. Because that was when Kamaru Usman won the. Oh no, he didn't win it in that fight, obviously. Yeah, that was after he beat. So this is kind of, because now I'm remembering how this all transpired, the welterweight division. Because after the Damian Maia fight, he fought Tyron Woodley, and he beat Tyron Woodley. And that was in May of 2020. So that was kind of, during COVID. He comes back the following 2021, takes on Kamaru Usman, and he gets finished. But, as far as, this is a great chance for him to get that shot if he can beat Colby Covington. We are in Texas for this card as well. So the Ryan Spann, Volkan No Time Ozdemir. So, as far as for Ozdemir, he just lost to Iago Santos, which, again, that's, depending on that plays out, because we just saw, obviously, Thiago Santos lose to Jacare Souza. He was 6th, and Thiago Santos was 5th. Now he's 9th, so he's dropped down a little bit in the rankings. As for Ryan Spann, though, 17-5, 3-0, hasn't lost the UFC, but this is definitely his biggest test. Hasn't even fought in the save yet, so this is his first fight in the save. 6'5" light heavyweight, though. That he's got great size for this division, and he's got some great reach advantage probably over Volkan, if I had to guess. Because Volkan, I mean, he is pretty big too, but it's funny, 6'1", like that's it's a big human. It's kind of overlooked a lot of times, but like 6'1", you're getting into like you're a decent sized human being, and once you get into the 6'5", though, it's like, you're a monster among men. You're a tall man, and especially with 205 pounds on that 6'5" frame, he's going to be a problem for sure. He's not the favorite, though. Volkan is the favorite, which is no surprise, as far as for Ryan Spann. It's definitely his biggest fight and biggest test yet. And for Volkan, it's a chance for him to get a win and bounce back and make it 6-4 in the UFC. Then Andrea Lee and Molly McCannon. As, of course, Meatball Molly, her fight in the save was completely fucked up because her height was fucked. She was a giant human being against Joanna Calderwood, so we'll see how she does with her actual height at 5'4", as she's taking on Andrea KGB Lee. And Andrea Lee, though, she's 4-1. She beat Lauren Murphy in her first fight in the save. The Joanna Calderwood split decision loss. Again, it's a real-life fight compared to what we just saw with Molly McCannon because of her height difference. There's really no great telling on how this fight's going to go. Molly's the favorite, which, I mean, I think Andrea Lee's probably the better stand-up fighter. We'll see how Molly can do with her grappling, but, as far as Andrea Lee 3rd in the flyweight division, Molly's 10th, it's going to be a good fight. Both girls 4-1 in the UFC. I think it's going to be a really good fight. Then Jeff Neal against Judo Thunder Abdul Razak Al-Hassan, both Texas natives. As Jeff hands of steel, Neal slight favorite, -210. He's got a good fight. For I think both guys. Obviously judo background for Abdul, but for Jeff Neal, a little bit more well-rounded. But he's got a great stand-up, and he's got a great right hand. He's knocked out Mike Perry, knocked out Nico Price. He's beaten Bilal Muhammad. He's gotten some big wins along the way here. Undefeated so far in the UFC, 13-2. As for Abdul, black belt in judo, he's beat Chaos Williams in the save, which that's pretty huge. He finished him the first round. Also knocked out Nico Price. Fought Saba twice, knocked him out twice. This is a very, very fun fight. This is someone's going to get knocked the fuck out is how this is going to play out. 2 Texas natives, though. Well, at least Abdul's from Ghana, as far as he has. I want to say he was born and raised in Ghana. I could be wrong. He might just have Ghana roots, like as far as an immediate family and obviously himself. But pretty sure he was born in Ghana and he's raised in Arlington. I could be wrong, though. And then for Jeff Neal, though, he was, as far as a Texas native. Either way, though, going to be a very, very fun fight. Nick Lentz, though, and Carlos Diego Ferreira as the Texas native at 16-3. Carlos Diego Ferreira and Nick Lentz at 31, 10-2, and 1 no contest. Very much as the fight experience, but 2 men that are outside the top 20 in the lightweight division. Looking to jump up for, as far as for Nick Lentz, he is the favorite at -280. This is going to be really interesting. A wrestler and a Midwest Iowa wrestler in Nick Lentz taking on somebody like Carlos Diego Ferreira. He just he had a little bit of a winning streak there in 2018, but for the most part, just been inconsistent. Winning and losing back to back. He's fought some tough guys. Charles Oliveira, Islam, Chad Mendez. Tough guys, but he's lost to all those tough opponents, which is no surprise. That really kind of separates yourself, outside the top 10, top 15 if you can't beat those top guys, it's not going to happen. But yeah, I mean, this is a D1 wrestler from Minnesota. So yeah, just a Midwestern Division I wrestler, University of Minnesota. This is, he's born and bred to wrestle pretty much. As for Carlos Diego Ferreira, though, does have the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, but he is a pretty great stand-up fighter. Now, he got fucked up by Anthony Pettis. That's a tough fight. Anthony Pettis is very, very tough. I don't care if it's even in the year 2020. Anthony Pettis is still savage. He's fought Dustin Poirier and Benil Dariush. So again, just these guys have fought tough opponents in the lightweight division. They just haven't gotten any wins. At least for, he's beaten Kyle Nelson and Jared Gordon, which those are nice wins. But that was a couple years back. He was on a great winning streak before the Pettis fight. But that was, that's a tough fight. Very, very tough fight for him. We'll see how he can bounce back. Both got 35-36, so they're up there. And they're looking to make kind of one last run into the top 15, maybe potentially a top 10 run in the lightweight division. It's one more prelim. Main event in the prelim. Cub Swanson, Chaz Skelly as the scrapper. Chaz Skelly, Bedford, Texas native. Of course, Cub Swanson, veteran and a heavy favorite in this one, which is very, very interesting. Obviously, Cub, not a great set of fights as of late. But he has fought some tough guys, obviously. Brian Ortega, Frankie Edgar, Renato Carnero, Shane Burgos. Tough fights. The Doohoo Choi fight, which I still can't believe it's rated decent here in the safe, because that fight is awesome. Speed Artem Lobov, Tatsuya Kawajiri win, Jeremy Stevenson, Sever Poirier, Charles Oliveira. It's kind of crazy the guys he's beaten. Obviously, that was, a different Dustin Poirier and a different Charles Oliveira, but still, as far as getting wins over those guys, it's no easy feat. But him losing to Mike Grundy was tough. Finished in the third round by Mike Grundy. As far as... was Mike Grundy the favorite in that? I thought he wasn't, but maybe he was. Because they would have probably set an upset. So, that's a tough break for Cub. But he's got a great chance. He's ranked 25th in the featherweight division for Chaz Skelly, Texas State Wrestling Champion, All-American at Oklahoma State, which is a very prestigious wrestling university as far as they have a great wrestling program. I believe the Wrestling Hall of Fame is at the actual Oklahoma State campus, or it's near it. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Nonetheless, though, is for him, being a featherweight that's like a wrestler-based guy, he's in a unique division, because there's not a lot of guys that will give him that kind of trouble as far as with his wrestling. But there's so many great strikers, and Cub Swanson's one of them. So he's going to have to really bring it. Maybe he's got a good chance here against Cub, but, as far as Cub's fights, even though they're a year difference, he's got so much more experience, and he's fought some very, very tough opponents, and he's been in some wars, and he's tough. He's a tough man to beat, for sure. And Justin Levitt against Adam Zorzorsky, and I always forget how to pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure that Wazork, maybe? Adam Wazork? Yeah, I think that's right. But he's from Poland, as far as he trains at Pancras gym in Sweden. Justin Levitt, Houston, Texas native, boxing background. He's 3-3 in the UFC. Adam is 2-1. Adam's the favorite here. Did lose to Marcos Rogera de Lima, but this is his first fight in the save here. Heavyweight fighter. Obviously, heavyweights, you never know what's going to happen for Justin Levitt. He's a pro boxer. We'll see how he does. Doesn't have really a lot of power for a heavyweight because, he doesn't really knock people out. Not on a great winning streak. He did lose to Sergey Spivak by a split decision. He fought Johnny Walker and Alexander Rajic, which those are two very, very tough opponents. Yeah, he got knocked out by Johnny Walker in 15 seconds. Yeah, Johnny Walker's obviously a very, very tough opponent for anybody, but especially somebody like Justin Levitt, who does not have, crazy power. But, it's crazy that also Johnny Walker's bigger than him, size-wise. But this is going to be an interesting fight. I think for Adam, if he's going to win, he's going to look to make this a non-stand-up affair. But he's also giant as well. That's kind of the thing with those heavyweights. You got some big motherfuckers out there. And our light heavyweight contest on the prelim, Adam Yandev against Alonzo Menfield. Alonzo 10-0. Adam Yandev 10-1. Judo background, of course, Menfield undefeated so far. He's a pro footballer. Now a MMA fighter. Knocked out Paul Craig, which is pretty awesome. He won in his first fight in the Save against Sparek Sarov. Finished him in the first round as well. All of his finishes in the UFC have been in the first round, and hasn't even made it to the 4-minute mark in his career. Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be another one that's going to be over in an instant. Huh, how about that? Son of one of the richest men in his native Angustia. Huh. Yeah, I mean, if my dad was one of the richest men in my country, I don't think I'd be a pro fighter, but hey, good on him. He did win with an Americano over Kennedy Nzechukwu, which I was hoping Kennedy would actually get the win there, because I like Kennedy a lot. He's a big motherfucker. That's tough. Very, very tough. But for that big win with the Americano in the first round, he lost to submission in his very first fight back in 2018. So as far as he's back, though, looking for his second victory and to break the 500 streak and to have a winning record and to beat the undefeated Alonzo Minfield, who will have a very pro Alonzo Minfield crowd in his corner, being from Dallas. It's Trevin, the Problem Giles, against Brendan All-In Allen. My God, Brendan Allen has Theodore jumping all over the place like a crazy boy. But Trevin Giles, 12-2, 3-2 in the UFC. Brendan Allen, 14-3, 3-0, or 2-0 rather, in the UFC. Of course, we know what Brendan Allen becomes, as he becomes basically a top, I would say top 10 middleweight. I might be maybe a bit stretching it, but yeah, I mean, he definitely got the talent to make something happen in middleweight. He's still pretty young, 24, but Trevin Giles, former football player as well, another Houston, Texas native. Good punching power, strong as hell. As far as you look at the physical skills, that's pretty much on brand. Punching skills, yeah, just as far as for him, though, he won in his debut fight, knocked out Antonio Aurora in the second round at the John Jones Dominic Reyes card. So that was also in Texas, so back-to-back Texas fights for him. But yeah, he's fought GM3, Zach Cummings, which both those fights were losses by a guillotine choke. So guillotine potentially not his strongest suit, and also in the third round. But if he can either knock you out or he'll get caught with a guillotine. Either seems to be his kind of MO of how his fights usually end up going. But we'll see how he does against Brendan Allen, because Brendan Allen's got a great guillotine. He's a pretty good fighter. This is a great chance for him. He just beat Andrew Sanchez again, and he choked out Kevin Holland with a rear naked choke back in October in real life of 2019. So this is a great fight, though. That's a really good prelim fight. And then Alex Munoz and Roman Bogatov, both undefeated fighters, but another Dallas, Texas native for Alex Munoz. He is the favorite at -330, taking on a Sambo fighter, and Roman Bogatov. I believe Bogatov is making his debut here in the Save. And Alex Munoz, he's already made his debut. He beat OAM Oliver Alban Mercier back at also the Dallas card on the pay-per-view. Yeah, he won in the third round with a TKO finish at 247, which that fight was, from what I remember, pretty one-sided. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was pretty back and forth. But, yeah, this should be a good fight there on the prelim to kick it off. Yeah, let's get into it, though. There's basically a Texas native on every fight in this card, besides the main event, weirdly enough. But Kobe gives very much Republican Texas energy. Kobe Covington, though, main eventing for the fourth time. He is third in the welterweight division. Gilbert Burns is fifth. Burns trains at Hard Knocks 365. Kobe's 4-1. Covington's 4-5 in his last fights by decision. Burns, same thing, 3 of his last 5 by decision. Kobe's the favorite. I don't think it's going to go the distance, though. I got faith in it, but with Kobe, you never know. He might lay and pray. He might just keep you up against the cage. He has only finished one guy, and Max Griffin, that was in 2016. So it's not looking too great, but I want to have faith at least. Especially with Gilbert Burns, I think he's got some power to make this happen. But he's also another guy that, sure, he finished Damian Maia, but also got a rear naked choke in 2019. But I don't know, he's finishing people. Just as of late, he was getting decision wins. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully, Gilbert Burns wins. As of Volkan, no time, Ozdemir versus Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann ranked 20th. Volkan 9th. He's got a significant weight advantage to this Volkan, which is very, very interesting since Ryan Spann is so goddamn big. But Volkan, Blurcast staff pick 7-0. On the Blurcast staff picks is Andrea KGB Lee, Meatball Molly McCannon. 3-10 on the women's flyweight division. 3 out of their last 5 fights have both been won by decision, which is no surprise. The only women's fight in the entire card. Molly McCannon, slight favorite, but again, you can't really judge that because they're thinking, after her performance against Joanne Calderwood, but, she was not her regular height. So we'll see. And then Jeff Hands of Steel Neal and Judo Thunder Abdul Razak Al Hassan, as both have finished 4 of the last 5 fights. This should be one that does not exit the first round. We shall see. Jeff Neal is the favorite. All 7 people backing him. And then for Nick, the Carney Lentz, it's called Diego Ferreira, as Nick Lentz is the favorite. 7-0 on the Blurcast staff picks. Lentz train. Oh, this is another. I will actually call Diego Ferreira. He is from Texas, so I'm about to say. Here's one with. KGB Lee and Molly McCann doesn't have anybody from Texas, but at least KGB Lee, she at least has. She's from Louisiana. Fights out of Louisiana. Nonetheless, though, 2 men looking to get into the top 15, maybe even. Obviously just in the top 20 in general, but maybe even the top 15. As Chaz Scrapper Skelly against Cub Swanson. Our main event, the prelim, Swanson, big favorite. Blurcast set picks all behind him. Adam Wazork, and then Justin Leddit. El Blancho at Justin Leddit. Both men haven't won a hot minute, but of course Adam hasn't fought in a couple of years, so that's a little not so telling. But Adam's got the significant weight advantage, height advantage as well. Gonna be a good fight. I think. I'm hoping it's a good fight. We'll see. Heavyweights. If it doesn't go. If there's not a finish in the first round, that might be a little long in the tooth. But hopefully, we'll be fine. And then Adam Baroda against Yandev against Alonzo Minfield. Minfield trains at Fortis MMA. Yandev is 1-0 against other members of that team. Yandev will have a significant weight advantage. He's got the Blurcast stat picks as well. That's very, very interesting and very, very telling. So he's the favorite, at least according to the Blurcast stat picks, over Alonzo Minfield. And Trevin the Problem Giles against Brendan All-In Allen. Brendan Allen, also the underdog. Very interesting. Giles has won 3 of his last 5 fights by knockout. It's going to be a good fight, though. And Alex Munoz, Roman Bakatov. Munoz, big reach advantage, 5 inches of reach. He's making his UFC debut. This is going to be a good fight. I like those first couple of fights on the prelim, though. Going to be an exciting start to this ESPN Plus card. Minus 330, of course, for Alex Munoz. Herb the referee. Cage side judges. Munoz, of course, the Texas native. Big ovation for him. They touch gloves. Munoz coming forward. Bakatov with the left hand. Again, it's sub strikes, but it's the right hand as Munoz. He's still walking him down. Pair of jabs. Jab lands from Munoz. Doesn't find nothing but air on the big right. And now Bakatov looking for the takedown. He's got him. Oh, but Bakatov looking for a leg lock. That would have been huge. What a way to win in your first fight in the UFC with a leg lock in the first round. But now I'm trying to get some separation there. Tries to quickly scramble, but that's not enough. So now Bakatov just grabs side control. I'm looking for the Kimura. Not happening. Liking the submission attempts. Now he's looking for mount. It's another scramble. As Munoz is quickly up first, but Bakatov just grabs him up against the cage. Fella short right punches the side of the head here. There we go. Munoz trying to fire away. Glancing elbow strikes from the clinch now. Still just some elbow strikes. Got him now underneath the eye. Bakatov with another elbow to the face. He was looking good. I will say that. But Munoz at least won the round, I think, probably back. It was close, though. That was a unique fight unique first round. Because obviously Alex Munoz standing has the advantage, but when Roman took him down and was able to at least go for submissions, he didn't do a lot of damage on the ground, but he was going for finishes. Had 2 submission attempts, couldn't get it, but it's a great round for both guys. The corner trying to stop the cut on Bakatov to start this second round, and he starts off with a takedown, and he gets it. So he's looking to potentially lay and pray, but he feels that he's about to scramble. Make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, there we go. Now they end up scrambling. So Munoz does, in fact, find out, or fights him off. Now he's on his back. Pulling guards. He loses out in the scramble. So now Munoz is on top. Some minor strikes. Deflects a couple of punches from the bottom. Look at that. He's got side control now. Keeps him guessing here. Surprised Hardin hasn't stand him up, but we'll take it. A few weak looking punches. Gets a hold of him now. Knees to the side of the ribs. Bonds away with punches. Can't quite land any power. And that's the end of the second round. Obviously, that's Alex Munoz's round. So either way, it's either all tied up or he's up 2 rounds to none. Roman Bogdanov needs a finish if he wants to play it safe. Bogdanov hits the jab, misses the right hand. Munoz with the left jab also lands the leg kick. Now Munoz is starting to get tired. This might be Bogdanov's chance to maybe shoot in for a takedown. There's 2 counter jabs. Beautiful straight right from Munoz after the set. Left jab misses. There's a great left hook from Bogdanov. There's a jab and a right cross from Munoz. Left cross from Bogdanov. Jab and a right hook from Munoz. And he rocks him with that right hook. Bogdanov's in trouble. Vicious right uppercut. Down he goes. If he doesn't finish him here, he's already won the fight. But he's going to look to finish him. And he does. Alex Munoz in the third round just seems to be unstoppable. Another great fight for him. And he's now 8-0. Man, he's had a great start. Team Alpha Male member that has just been running through guys and having a great couple of fights. He's a lively, charismatic speaker. Alex Munoz is great at using these interviews to sell himself. He's also, thanks ever connected to Team Alpha Male, helping him for fighting the sponsors for supporting him financially. He also praises Bogdanov for his skill and toughness. All the way, though, that was a really good fight and a really good performance from Alex Munoz. I thought Bogdanov had him, though, in that first round, the way that was going. But great comeback. And again, it's just taking forever. Oh, there we go. As Brendan Allen, Trevin Giles, 12-2, 14-3. That'd be a good fight. Mergliata is our referee. Cage side judges here. Giles, again, a Texas native, looking to keep the Texas streak going. But, I mean, not a far ways away. The Louisiana native of Brendan Allen. Yeah, and they touch gloves. They move into a clinch now. For Giles, looking for the Muay Thai clinch. Oh boy, Brendan Allen's got to get out of that in a hurry. Misses with the knee strike, but he still got him in the clinch. Knee to the ribs, doesn't have a lot of power behind it. Now Brendan Allen's able to wrestle free out of that. So there's a left jab, big right hand evaded by Brendan Allen. Giles gets another clinch going. Now he's got him pinned against the cage, looking for a takedown. He's got the takedown too. Trevin Giles looking good. Trying to throw some right hands, mainly just trying to catch his breath. He just got to make sure he doesn't get caught here on the bottom. It's big right hands, but Brendan Allen's doing a good job to cover up. But he definitely lost that round. Not the greatest, especially coming off of a great fight like we just saw. Brendan Allen now shoots in for the takedown. He's got him. But look at this, Trevin Giles looking for the guillotine choke. Not happening now. Pulls that free. And now Brendan Allen looking for side control, but Giles is starting to scramble. And he comes out on top with side control. So we'll see what he can do back on top. Allen transitions to half guard. Works some underhooks now to get some separation. But Giles is already too quick. Grabs him in side control. Interesting stuff so far. He blocks attempt to pull guard. Fires off some punches. They're not throwing any great force. Tries to transition to guard. Can't quite manage it. Look for the Kimura now. Not happening either. So at least Giles is looking for a finish here in the second. But, yeah, I mean, 10-9. Oh, wow. They're going to give it to Brendan Allen. That's interesting. Felt like Brendan Allen, all he did was the takedown. Weird. Yeah, I mean, it definitely should be 2-0 Trevin Giles, rather. I don't know why they gave it to Brendan Allen in the second, at least for the narrator. Hopefully the judges are not on that same scorecard as Giles fails to find him with jab, hits the right hand now. Now Brendan Allen gets a hold of him. Got him against the cage, ends up being out-wrestled immediately. Now he's got the Muay Thai clinch in. Misses the knee strike. I don't know why he was looking for his Muay Thai clinch throughout the first and third round, because that just was not a great strategy. Giles is slowing down at this point. Catches him with a crunching right hook after the left hand, though. I'm liking that. There's a jab and a straight right here. And now Brendan Allen's looking to clinch up with him. Giles fights it off. Wow, I thought Brendan Allen was going to do a lot better here, but Trevin Giles really proved that he is a problem. As he's looking for that Muay Thai clinch again. Scores with the knee to the chest this time, but again, not enough power to do anything behind it. Either way, it should be 30-27. Yes, thank God. Trevin Giles will win. Not the greatest of fights. That was embarrassing. I'm not really sure who to put that blame on, to be honest. I mean, Brendan Allen did nothing, so Probably throw that on him. He just had the takedown, so that will probably be it. But yeah, I think giving thanks to Trevor Giles, praises his team at Power MMA, his various sponsors, all the fans that came out to support him. And he praises Alan for the tough fight. Adam Borda Yandev against Alonzo Minfield. Minus 110 for Yandev. He is the favorite. Minfield's the underdog. Herb Dean's referee. Cage side judges. Yandev is significantly bigger as well. Minfield got the home crowd, though, behind him. So far, the Texas boys have been up. We'll see if they keep it going. They come together and strike. Minfield 2 jabs with the right hand. Good right hand from Yandev. Left jab hits, but misses the head kick, though, does Yandev. Quick left to straight right from Minfield. Left hook from Yandev. Vicious body kick from Minfield. Oh! Got him with the body kick. Holy shit, Minfield looking for a finish, and he's got him. He is a savage in there. My God. Just another first-round finish. God bless him. He's unreal. He wants Carlos Ulberg. That would be a crazy fight. Listen, we're probably going to make that fight happen. Those two guys are some killers in there. He thanks everyone connected to Fortis MMA for everything prepared for the fight, and also sponsors for supporting him financially. Man, what a prelim this has been, besides that Trevor Giles disaster with Brendan Allen. So our heavyweight contest, though, Adam Razork against Justin Leddit. See how they do. Herb Dean's the referee for this one as well. Judges there. Roar from Leddit. Looking to keep the Texas streak going. Leddit with a jab. Doesn't find the right hand, though. There's a left hand from Adam. Leddit swing past the right hook, and Texas with a left hook now. Leddit with a good counter. There's a nice straight right hand after the jab. Misses. Counter jab. Doesn't connect, though. Does Adam. Man, he's fucking him up. There's a right hook to the body. Just Leddit. Now he's into the pocket. Jabbing a right hand. Being the underdog, he's got no fear, and that's exactly how you're going to go about it. He is doing a really, really good job of these counters, too. Left jab misses the right cross, though. Adam's trying to get stuff going, but it's just not happening. Leddit's doing a great job countering. He's the better striker. I would have assumed that Leddit would have been the better boxer, so that hasn't been a surprise. But really for Adam, he just hasn't even tried to take him down or anything. Soft target with the left jab, but scores the left kick to the body, though, so at least he's got that. 2 punches out of a sudden flurry. Right hand's blocked, though. Leddit slipping past the right hook and counters the left hand to the body. A lot of body shots, that's traditional boxing for you. Exchange of strikes doesn't go anywhere, though. Starting to slow down now. Both fighters step in, connects the left hand, and Adam with another roundhouse kick. This time a left roundhouse kick to the body. That's the end of the first round, though. I mean, I would say Leddit won that round. Just seemed like it. I didn't think it was a snoozer, but just Leddit was doing a lot more than Adam was. Oh, went for that. Oh, he does land the glancing high kick after missing with the jab. There's a jab and a right cross, rather. Now Leddit's trying to close the distance again. Left hand catches Leddit with the, Adam, rather, with the right hook to the body. They just combined basically their last names. Leddit looking to come forward. As Adam misses the left hand exchange. Can't connect with the jab. Hits him with a straight right, though. Off target with the jab. Hits the right cross, though. These right crosses are landing. Well, as I say that one doesn't land. Stalemate now. Both fighters fail to land anything. Went for the body kick, but that gets paired away by Leddit. Scores the jab, also kick to the lead leg. Scores the one punch out of a sudden flurry, but big right hand's blocked. Counter jab from Adam. Hits the right cross as Leddit. Yeah, he just doesn't have the power to really get things going. Right into the body's too short, but he's again, dodging the counter-striking, and he's just doing everything he can. Now he falls for a clever feint, does Adam. But he lands a shot, though, at least. Counters the, Oh, he gets countered here. Never mind. So he gets countered with a jab and a left hook to the side of the body. Yeah, Adam's in big, big trouble. He's down 2 rounds. Leddit with a 1-2, but so does Adam. He hits the 1-2. It's a quick left, straight right. Now both guys are getting tired. Finally, Adam with a trip takedown. Can't even take him down. Not great. Yeah, both men are not really great. Well, as they say that, finally Adam takes him down. But that's the end of the round anyways. Yeah, I mean, Adam just took a little too long to kind of get that strategy going. I don't know why he tried to outbox him. Wasn't going to happen. There's a left hand from Leddit. Leddit's breathing very, very hard now. Now Adam with a perfect takedown. Gonna smother him now. Looking to work past his body. and work into side control. He does, but it's a scramble from Levitt. Wow. Yeah, but he's in north-south now, so looking for side control. Tries to throw a few right hands, takes a moment to plan ahead. Yes, doing what he can. Looking for mount now. It's a scramble. Well, Levitt's just on his back pulling guard. At least he's getting him away from dangerous positions. But Levitt was very, very lucky that Adam did not have that same game plan the entire time, or he would have been so fucked. The 29-28 will be the scorecard for this one. Oh, no. We got a split. Oh, thank God. At least the right guy won, but I don't know how you give that to Adam. Cecil Peoples. He won a round. That first round was Levitt's. The second round was Levitt's. Third round, though, no, that was Adam's. Yeah, that was, so far, it's just been great fight, bad fight. Great fight, bad fight. And we knew that one was going to be potentially bad if it got out of the first round, and it certainly did. Levitt thanks all of his sponsors for backing him. Also thanks his family, friends, and supporters, as he praises Adam for the tough fight and praising him for his toughness. It's now Chaz Scrapper Skelly and Cub Swanson. We'll see how the minus 610 favorite can do, as the Texas boys have been up, but this is definitely their biggest challenge. We'll see if they can have a clean sweep, at least on the prelim. It's Herb Dean, referee. Our judges. Skelly fighting from the home crowd, gets a big cheer. They touch gloves. Oh, there's a beautiful right uppercut right off the rip. Knocks him down. Cub Swanson looking to finish him. And he's in deep shit, is Chaz Skelly, and he will in fact finish him. What a win for Cub Swanson, and that is how you get rid of that. 27th victory for him. He's still got that fucking power, even at 36 years old. 27th victory for him. Yeah, I mean, that's Cub Swanson for you. Tough break for Chaz Skelly. He got fucked up right off the rip. Couldn't even try for a takedown or anything. And as far as he praises camp, prepping better for the fight, and also sponsors for supporting him financially, invites everyone to a post-show winners party at a local club to celebrate his win. So our main card opener, Nick the Carney Lentz and Carlos Diego Ferreira. Now maybe the tide has turned for the Texas people, as Mergliata, the referee, cage side judges, war from the crowd from Carlos Diego Ferreira. Here we go, and they touch gloves. Nick Lentz with the takedown already, gets the single leg. Not looking good, and he's looking to lay and pray. That's also not great. As yep, just gonna keep on top of him. Hopefully they stand up. Oh, there we go, Carlos Diego Ferreira looking for an armbar from the bottom, not happening. There we go, they stand him up, and Nick Lentz looking to go right back down. Yep. Gonna be... Oh, and again, Carlos Diego Ferreira just trying... Oh, he's got an armbar. Doesn't have time to sink it in, now, damn. That would have been nice. That would have been nice, but yeah, some boos from the audience there. No surprise. We'll see. Again, you know, that's just been the card. Oh, they're gonna give it to Carlos Diego Ferreira. That's very, very funny. The fact that he had the armbar, but, you know, time ran out. Obviously, you know, that would definitely probably be Nick Lentz's round in real life, because how can it not be? But hey, listen, if they give it to him, I'm not going to be upset. And now Lentz with another takedown. Yeah, we saw that one coming. Deflects a couple punches from the bottom. Now he's trying to shift him off him. Well, he's trying to at least, but that's not happening. Nick Lentz is staying on top of him. Looking for an arm. Couldn't get it. Finally, they stand him up. Setting to shoot in. Not happening. Oh, now it catches him with the right hook, though. There you go, Carlos. Trying to get another... Trying to shoot in, does Lentz, but Ferreira's doing a good job of now pushing the fight, and there's two jabs in the right cross. But Nick Lentz with another takedown, another single leg. He's not stopping these takedowns. It just is what it is. Sure, Nick Lentz, it would have been great if he'd actually tried to finish him, but he can't stop him, takedowns-wise. So you might as well keep on doing what you're doing. And yeah, exactly. Another single leg. He's just been dominant. He pushes him back, looking for a scramble, but Ferreira was too slow, and he gets caught in side control. Now looking for an armbar here for Nick Lentz. At least he's trying to finish him here in the third. Looking for Kimura now. That's not happening either. Armbar attempt, not happening. Arm triangle now. That also gets blocked. Another arm triangle. Not happening. At least this time he's trying to finish him, so I'll give him that. And there's a final takedown. like he needed it. Just a little exclamation point. But what a dominating performance from Nick Lentz. He definitely won that fight. Never mind. Calls Diego Ferreira 29-28. 30-27 Nick Lentz. That is the right call, Sal D'Amato. Yeah. My God. How do you give that to Carlos Diego Ferreira? Marcos, what are you doing, bud? These scorecards have been crazy. That's very much a Texas thing, though. There's some pretty wild scorecards. Man. But yeah, I mean, it got better. The third round saved that fight, though. Them trying to go for finishes. And Nick Lentz, though. As far as he wants Jim Miller. He wants to take on another veteran. And we could definitely make that happen. He gives thanks everybody to American Top Team, all of his favorite sponsors, all of his friends, family, and supporters. Listen, that's a D1, Minnesota wrestler right there. He fucking took him down and stopped him and just could not stop him. Was Carlos Diego Ferreira on that one. Jeff, Hands of Steel, Neil, Judo Thunder, Abdul Razak Al-Hassan, as, well, at least either way, a Texas man is going to get this victory. But Fortis MMA, they're 1-1, and Team Takedown 0-1 tonight, so maybe have some good things going for them. Yves Levine's our referee. Cage side judges this one. I don't think he's making it out of the first round. Yeah, buzzing for this one. Two locals battling it out. Here we go. They touch gloves. They meet in the center. Nice jab and a right hand. Nice right hook from Abdul. Both oh my God, Neil countering the right hand with a quick left jab and a powerful right hook that knocks him down. Looking to finish the fight, potentially. Powerful shots raining in. Yves Levine's going to stop the fight. Yeah. That one we knew was not making it past the first, and it definitely did not. Tough fight, though, that was, because those are two tough motherfuckers to battle it out like that. That takes some fucking stones to take that fight. See, thanks ever connected to Fortis MMA, Jeff Neal, as far as his favorite sponsors. He also thanks them and also his friends, family, and supporters. Man, we're rolling through this main card now thanks to some of these short-ass fights. So, every time I want to speed it up, though, I'll just click it, and it helps out a lot, but it ends up bringing up their profile, which is annoying. But Andrea, KGB Lee, and Meatball Molly McCannon. I don't know why I keep on saying Molly McCannon. It's just Molly McCann has Molly's 11-2, 12-3 for Andrea Lee. She is the underdog, but again, it's hard to really tell because Molly's only fight, they had her at 6 feet tall. Judges, opening bell though. As far as our first and only women's fight, we'll see how it plays out. They step in, misses with the head kick. Does Andrea Lee doesn't connect with the right hand. Also misses the right hand. Oh, doesn't connect with the left jab and the right hand for McCannon. As there's two counter jabs. Big right hand from Molly here. She can't hit the sub strikes. Two left hands from Lee. Straight right hand lands hard after missing on the setup jab. McCann slipping past the right hook attempt and attacks the jab and a right cross that just misses. Counters the right hand and the left jab and a right hook that's ducked. Left jab can't get the kick to the body though. Scores with the jab, right hand taking on the gloves. So Molly's getting some instructions from her corner now. Molly with a left cross. Jab, but can't hit a right cross as Lee. Stepping forward now, looking to start a strike exchanges. Molly doing a good job so far. Connects with the jab, nothing on it but air on the big right. Both fighters are kind of missing big on their big time strikes, but there's Molly there with a right cross with the jab. Left jab and a right hand from Lee now. Both girls are landing their strikes here. Fails to find her jab. Straight right hand from Molly though lands, and that's the end of the first. Very close round. Very close round. 11-10 on the striking exchanges. Probably Molly though. I think she did more damage. Yeah, they're gonna give it to Molly. So here we go. The left cross from Lee. Scores the brace jabs. Doesn't connect with the kick to the body though. Misses the big right hand, allowing the Lee to counter with a left hook. Powerful right hook though from Molly here as a big right hook. Probably smashed her nose and maybe even knocked her out cold. Yeah. Sure fucking did. What a shot from Meatball Molly McCann. My God. Second round finish. Rated great. No surprise there. Great fight there. 12-2 for Molly. And she actually had a better performance at her regular height than she did against Joanna Calderwood when she was 6 feet tall. That's pretty funny. But yeah, very happy with that finish, as you should be. That was just a perfect shot. Poor Andrea Lee, though, gets her fucking nose shattered. not great, but hey, she praised her team at Next Generation MMA Liverpool, and yeah, big win. Definitely flying up that flyweight division. Pun intended, as Ryan, Superman, Span, and Volkan No Time Ostermeyer. Minus 320 for Volkan. The Swiss native taking on the Texas native. Both 17-5. Ryan's going to have to deal with a very, very talented kickboxer. Mergliato's referee. Cage side judges here. Volkan clearly has significant weight advantage as well. Spain gets the good reaction from the crowd. It's the hometown favorite. Here we go. They touch gloves, meet in the center. Doesn't connect the left jab, rather, but hits a kick to the leg. That's a nice leg kick from Span. There's a kick from Ostermeyer. Left jab, right hook's blocked, though, from Ostermeyer. There's a jab and a right hook from Span now. Managing a counter jab, left jab. Span avoids the big right. Ryan's doing a good job so far. Left-hand exchange. Oh, there! Catches him with a stunning right hook. Holy shit. He knocked him down. Ostermeyer's in deep shit here. Will he get finished in the first? Oh, difficulty surviving these big-time shots. Oh, no, Ryan Span, don't go over the armbar. Oh, no, and he gives up his back, though. Oh, shit. That ain't it. Maybe he will. Oh, he's got the body triangle. Oh, my God. Brutal. Looking for the rear naked choke, and he flattens him out. Wow. Ryan Span. I thought he fucked it up, going for the submission, but then Volkan overcorrected, and he fucked up and gave up his back, and what a finish for Ryan Span. Big upset for him, and man, for Volkan, Ostermeyer, not great. 5-5 in the UFC. He's only won 2 fights out of his last 6 now. It's not great. Hard to believe he fought Daniel Cormier for the light heavyweight title back in 2018, and now I don't even think he'll sniff a title fight. I don't even, because, Ryan Span, he's definitely on the rise. I don't think he was the 20th. I think he was better than the 20th ranked light heavyweight, in my opinion. I think he was more of a top 15, top 10 guy, but still, that's a tough loss. Tough loss in the first round, and this has been a really, really fun card, though. We've had a lot of finishes. We've seen some good fights. We've also seen some bad fights, though, unfortunately. But that's the nature of the fight game. As Ryan Span, thanks ever connected to Fortis and Mayhew. They've had a great night, though, for helping him prepare for the fight, and his sponsors for supporting him financially. Ryan Span is very confident in getting the win. Yeah, basically, he was the better submission fighter. I didn't think he was going to knock him down, though. That was crazy. That was a really, really great performance from him, and just a tremendous job all the way around. And now our main event, and hopefully it's not a stinker. Hopefully Gilbert Burns cracks him one time and drops his fucking ass. That would be great. There we go. Gilbert Burns in Colby Covington. Minus 200 for Colby. Plus 200 for Gilbert Burns. American Top Team. Hard Knocks 365. We saw what Nick Lentz did, of course, from American Top Team, and we'll see what Gilbert Burns can do as far as will he stop Colby from just pushing him against the cage and keeping him there the whole time. Yves is our referee again. Cage side judges. Opening bell. No touch of gloves from Colby Covington. I'm not surprised. Oh, hits him with a straight right, though, those Gilbert Burns. There we go. He's got him. Now, he's got him against the cage. Shit. Yeah, just going to keep him up against the cage. Punches now. Up against the cage. Yeah, it's keeping him down. God damn it. There we go. Yves Levine, though, is going to separate him. Thank God. Right hand lands from Burns. Covington again trying to wrestle, but Burns is at least trying to hit some strikes. There's some slithering kicks to the leg, too. Kobe's going to just get him against the cage again. At least try and take him down. Jesus Christ. There, and now he's got him up against the cage. Oh, he slipped out of it, so there we go. Gilbert Burns. So there's a right hand that lands hard to end out the first. I think he won that round. No, come on. We can't give it to Colby Covington. He landed that big shot at the end. It's, only a point difference on the strike difference. Yeah, but come on. We got to give it to Gilbert Burns that first round. Covington appeared to try and get in close, but Burns took the initiative. Ooh, you don't want to see a combination that does not land for Gilbert Burns, because that's going to give Colby time to get something going. Oh, there we go. There's a body kick, though. So Colby, now he's got him. Got him against the cage, too. Going to keep him up against the cage. Hopefully, Yves Levine, again, is going to separate him. Nope, this time he looks like he's going to try and keep him there. There we go. Finally, Eve's going to separate him, but it's a little too less time left for this. A right roundhouse kick to the ribs. Oh, Kobe's looking finally for a takedown. Ah, he's got it. Oh, but he's got a guillotine, potentially. Ah. Gilbert doesn't get it. Yeah, that was Kobe's round. I can say that. Yeah, it's all tied up, I would say. Going into round 3, left jab, Covington avoids the big right though. 2-punch combination. Kobe's doing a good job of, getting out of the ways of the strikes, and now he's got him clinched up against the cage, which I would have liked to have just seen a takedown, but he's got double underhooks now. Keeps him there for about a minute. Probably another minute of him being stuck against the cage. Thank God Levine's going to separate him. Now Kobe's getting tired, but so is Burns. Comes in hard and fast with this takedown. He's got him. Damn it. Single leg. Got him. Pulled in tight. Stops him from posturing up and landing any strikes. Punching down on the gloves. Not happening. Burns is then able to get him off of him. I mean, listen, at least Kobe, at least he's going for a takedown. I'll give him that, but still a little too much. Just keeping it against the cage and just laying on him for my liking. He won that round too, unfortunately. We need Gilbert Burns to win rounds 4 and 5. Come on, Gilbert. So Peter trying to get in close. Burns. And he's just missing all these strikes now. Kicks with the jab, misses the vicious right hand, and now Kobe with a beautiful takedown. God damn it. Yeah, Burns is in deep shit now. He's too tired. He can't land any big time strikes now. But that gets blocked. Kobe's in control for sure. Trying to scramble. Yep, not great. No, Kobe's just now got side control. Looking for mount, not happening. He won't finish him. But, he's going to win by decision. But Burns, man, this is it. Go for broke. You got a title fight on the line, potentially. But Covington gets the single leg. And that will do it, though, for probably Gilbert Burns. Oh, yep. Ends up with Covington. Now he's got him and shoved him against the cage. So now he's up against the cage. Probably there for, thank God, so at least separating them. Burns aggressively gets down position in clinch here. Now looking for a sweep. Alright. Well, that's a little different. Not enough time left to do anything, but it was something different. Now Covington's able to separate and get a scramble going. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Burns has got side control. I mean, yeah, that was... If Kobe wouldn't have gotten that takedown, Burns would have won that round. Well, you could probably give it to Burns, potentially. But yeah, he still lost the fight, unfortunately. Yeah, 49-46, I don't know about, but... Yeah, I mean, could have been worse. At least Burns won 2 rounds, potentially. Yeah, I guess 49-46 is accurate. Tough. We knew it was going to be a tough fight, and now, potentially, as far as for Kobe, he's either going to fight Woodley, or he's going to fight Kamaru Usman, whoever wins in their fight. It was a really good fight, though, as far as with, or not the main, it was an alright fight. It was better than what it could have been. I think it was better than the Santiago fight for Kobe Covington, so he's got that going for him. But yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, the prelims had a couple of bad fights, unfortunately, but there was also some good finishes. That opening fight, though, that was the best fight of the night. That fight was incredible. Ooh, didn't we? Lost a shit ton of popularity in Canada, in the UK, and in Africa. But we also gained a lot of popularity around the world as well. So that was kind of a mixed bag. Oh, yeah, I mean, Ryan Spann, performance bonus for sure. Molly, performance bonus for sure. Trying to think. Justin Leddit, get one. Alonzo Minfield gets one. Munoz as well will get one. We're feeling generous. We probably made a good bit, yeah. Almost $2 million. Basically, we made our money back. It was basically dead even with the gate and how we paid the fighters. So that was great. And then basically just profited off of the ads and subscriptions and a little bit from the merch. So all around, good stuff, yeah. Because the production was paid for by the sponsorship and the drug testing. So yeah, just pretty much that's how it went. You can't beat that. Couple people making over, $50, $60, $80, $90,000. Then Kobe making $600K. That's brutal. he will definitely be not making that much money once his contract comes up, because I don't give a shit. I won't give him that type of money. He's not worth it. He's not worth 2 cents. But that's a story for another time. As my God, there's so many fights going on. Everyone wanted to have a first fight of the weekend here in October, but that will do it. As for this episode, we're very, very close though to the rematch with Conor and Khabib. I believe we just have, I think, the fight night that's in Scotland next, if I remember correctly. Then it's McGregor and Khabib. I believe that's how it's played out. So we're going to be in international waters for the next couple of weeks. Oh no, it is next. Okay, so yeah, the Scotland card is the week after. Alrighty. I think Bader and Rockhold though is in. Oh, it's in France. All right. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then this is in Mexico for Tega Holloway 2. So, at least we'll be back in North America. But we won't be back in the U.S. until November 3rd. The third week of November. So, yeah, big episode next week. McGregor, Khabib 2. UFC 255. It's the biggest rematch in probably MMA history. You kind of think about it, so that's going to be exciting to see who will walk away as the lightweight champion. Will it be Khabib again, keep the undefeated streak, or will McGregor, in a jam-packed, sold-out pro McGregor, as far as Dublin, Ireland crowd, that would be a crazy atmosphere for sure. And if Khabib can beat him in that environment, undisputed GOAT. Should be exciting. We'll catch you guys there. Take care, everyone.